So what does all this mean then? What do you reckon, Ian? What does all this mean for security?
I think it's as it ever was. I've
Mm,
said it recently. There's different avenues of attack now, but all the techniques, all the procedures are the same.
yeah.
People are still going to attack the vulnerable. And I don't mean the medically or ill vulnerable. I just mean the people who they've always attacked, the people who will click on a link, the people who will,
Mm.
think that this is so and so calling them to fix a problem with their browser or whatever. People will still do that stuff because we are inherently a bunch of morons. All of us, I include myself in this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just one click away from moronity, maybe.
I guess there's quite a lot of people that are pretty distracted at the moment as well, working from home and, kids legging it about. And, it must be quite a difficult, I mean, that's, in terms of clicking on that link, I think that's probably more likely to happen, isn't it? I mean, people are going to be.
Yeah, I think so. I'm lucky that my son is now 18. So I say lucky. He said to me the other week, he said, "Dad, can you get your guitar out the lockup?" So I've done that. So I now know how my parents felt when I first when I was about his age. So I'm listening to him plink and plonk upstairs in his bedroom, but he seems to be enjoying it. But yeah, for those parents who are homeschooling or who have 2 or 3 kids running around, you've only got yourself to blame. and B, take my hat off to them. It's they're not just parents, the teachers. It's everything, and it's easy to be distracted. You're right.
Yeah, it is difficult, isn't it? Yeah, I was chatting to Greg the other day, and he was saying it's not necessarily the fact there's like a rise in phishing. It's just the fact that the techniques that they're using within them is just capitalizing on on things that are topical right now, and things that are going to appeal and bait people to click right now.
Yeah, and I think I'd never want to go on video or on record agreeing with Greg, but I think I have to at this point.
Well, what do you think it's pretty fair to say that pairs have to do that? And I think probably there's a lot of laptops that have just been thrown at people saying, go and work. And I think that considerations around the security um, of these has had to be probably compromised because people have got to carry on working. I mean, surely that's going to create a new opportunity for hackers and the like, surely, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I think I saw something yesterday where it showed the shift in gaze for the attackers onto the more remote type connections, right? People will be looking for the vulnerabilities in the VPN solutions or the home infrastructures, whatever that may be. Because previous to that, everything was in a corporate network. So you look for the vulnerability to get into a corporate network, of which obviously VPN was one. But now everybody is at home. And now the chance for everybody being on the VPN at once, overloading it, maybe causing issues, again, may take the gaze away from people having it patched and up to date, or people inadvertently opening or leaving open the ports, like RDP 3389 or whatever, and not really doing anything about it. This is where people will get caught up in it. I've recently joined the COVID-19 volunteers on LinkedIn, run by Lisa Forte, Radislav Nat, and Dan Card as well. And a lot of what we see in trying to help healthcare providers and trusts is actually those type of things that might come back to bite them on the bum. And it's generally always the case. If you're going to dissect any kind of breach or any kind of an attack, they may move about when they're in your network from a sophisticated nature, or you may not be able to see them, but how they get in is still that stuff, is still the link clicking, it's still the vulnerabilities, it's still the open ports, it's still all of that stuff. We make it really, really easy for them, we as a human race.
Yeah. So I rang up my bank today, and the whole message was, thank you for bearing with us during this time. All of our call center workers are working from home at the moment. You might hear kids and dogs in the background. I was thinking, I wonder how secure their home. I wonder how they're connecting in. I wonder, are they using their standard home routers, their standard home broadband connectivity to try and do this? I'm thinking, I mean, I wonder whether that'll be a new wave of attacks. I wonder if there'll be new ways that people will think of capitalizing on this situation as well. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I mean, there is the rise in spam. There is the rise in those type of outreach messages.
Mm.
We're seeing a rise in smishing as well from the SMS type phishing where people are sending alerts.
Yeah,
So, of course,
yeah,
that's where attackers are going to go. Where most people are
yeah.
more than likely to fall prey for that.
Most vulnerable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.